Accountants, and this is concerning.
Recently, the Minister of Finance tabled on the floor of Parliament a list of 3 entities that asked for a tax waiver from Uganda Revenue Authority because they were struggling to clear their tax liabilities. Among them is Nkumba University, which has failed to clear a pay-as-you-earn tax liability, which amount to 4.479 billion shillings. J2E Investment Corporation Limited owes URA up to 2.718 billion shillings in value-added tax. Makerere Business Institute has an income tax liability of 239 million shillings. Ministry of Finance and Uganda Revenue Authority officials appeared before the Committee of Finance to defend their decision to waive taxes of the 3 organizations.
The moment we accept this, it is going to set a very bad precedent, very bad one. How many companies will come on board thinking for tax waiver?
Out of this liability, this institute has been struggling to pay. Before COVID, it had paid 66. Now, after COVID, because of the drop in income as a result of the number of students going down, it has been able to only settle 28.
The MPs were surprised that from the official 3 entities that were tabled on the floor of Parliament, the ministry brought to the committee more 4 firms without following the due process. These include Donat Kananura, which owes URA both VAT and rental income tax to a tune of 3.776 billion shillings. M&S Nkontra Limited, whose VAT liability stands at 931 million shillings. Busoga University has a pay-as-you-earn liability of 783 million shillings, and Peter Lokwang, whose withholding tax amounts to 385 million shillings.
Received more than 3, though only 3 were laid and talked about during plenary that sat on the 15th of this month.
Because we are looking at one of the contractors like J2E, who has been doing work for government and has always been paid, and they want an exemption on VAT. VAT, which tax we know that this institution is more of a collector because this is 18% on the goods and services that they have done.
MPs directed the Finance Ministry to bring detailed information about the 4 entities, which should include their history of tax payment, profits and losses registered, and the reasons they are failing to pay the taxes.
Corporate, pay-as-you-earn, and then people of Uganda must know, when you exempt those taxes from agencies, Ministry of Finance is required to match up and pay. I have a file which had come with, where the Ministry of Finance has now tax areas for the year 2022-23 of over 800 billion, near a trillion.
The Minister of Finance says they will table the taxes waivers of the 4 entities to Parliament tomorrow when plenary resumes. Juma Kiria, NTV.